Look, I am now your next door neighbor. We never get weary, we never get weary, so we come in the valley for a very long time. We never get weary, we never get weary, we never get weary, so we come in the valley for a very long time.
We never get weary yet, never. Of course, that one titled I Am the Man by Mutabaruka. Of course, coming up 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. on the road to success. Today, we will journey with the great Mutabaruka.
I am Christopher Columbus. Just call me Chris. I am he who did miss the land, India. I thought I'd discover that which was never. How clever of me to see the land beyond. I came to tame and claim in the name of Spain. I am Chris. Don't diss my is. I inspired Hawkins, Livingston, Mussolini, Bush. I exterminated, perpetuated against red men, yellow men. With black men I make no friend. I attack Arawak, cut off their head, wrote instead that the Caribs ate them like bread. I never told you this before, but my chief navigator was a Moor. You know the Moors. They discovered Spain, those blacks who came from the African terrain. The idea that the world was round, I got from these same blacks in some little Spanish town. Now you may ask, what was blacks doing there? But they ruled us for over 700 years. They made a great mistake then. Instead of enslaving us, they made us their friend. Some survived, stayed alive, fought the invasion, European division, English aggression, the fight between Europe and European expansion. I wrote your history for you. Did not tell you true. Not all black men came as slaves. Listen, you will know the truth in the waves that brought the ships. Lips lie to keep intact oppression of black skin. A sin, a myth. I am Chris. The church perched on the opportunity to spread the religion of the dead. True misconception, the assumption that this world was new. The wind blew us to save the earth from beasts like men. Friend, I am not. Blot out the spot and claim they are men like us. I am Christopher Columbus. I gave Europe power over all the earth. 500 years of your blood, sweat and tears. Now you celebrate. Recreate your death. Let the glasses touch with the blood of your fathers and mothers. Give a toast, host my arrival. You're dying, my survival. The land is still mine. The Pope is still the divine. Yes, drink your own blood, call it wine. Nothing in the pages of my history will blot out your misery. You shall celebrate my victory. Your children praise me. I am their only history. I am Christopher Columbus. I died, but you made me live. Give me the sea once more. Let me discover you again. Disdain my father's son's rule. Fool, you celebrate my coming. I will not go, not from your mind. Restore me for all to see. Keepers of life, shepherds of my people, lead them to the altar of lies. Your ancestors' cries will not be heard. Word after word, pages of history written, the victims are once more beaten. 1492 to you, the beginning of Western world democracy. 1492 to me, the beginning of white supremacy.
Mutabaruka. Not a word, but a phrase. Mutabaruka comes from the Rwandan language and translates as one who is always victorious. His poems have given voice to a nation. His teachings and philosophies continue to impact generations. Revolutionary, fiery, and compelling, Mutabaruka is a world-renowned dub poet, black activist, actor, educator, musician, philanthropist, and radio and television talk show host. He is an international statesman. His positive contribution and uplifting messages continue to influence many. In 2016, Mutabaruka received Jamaica's sixth highest honor, the Order of Distinction Commander Class, in recognition for his cultural contributions. In 2019, he received IRI FM's prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award. Mutabaruka is a literary and musical giant, both in Jamaica and abroad. And today we are honored to journey with the great Mutabaruka on the road to success. Muta, I'm giving you this big virtual hug right now. I know you feel it. This is so awesome. You know, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule. We know you're up next with Stepping Razor, and we're truly appreciative. Look. Look here. It is what it is, man. You are legendary. You are great. And, you know, you're always doing interviews. You're always teaching. You're always sharing. But today we want to get to know you a little more, you know, the journey, your road to success. And what better way to start than in Raytown, Jamaica. And we know one hour cannot suffice. The journey is rich. And I have to condense it as much as possible. But share with us, Muta, a childhood moment or experience from Raytown days that still resonates with you today as a man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, you talk about you and your mom, and our parents are usually like the first teachers. Is there like a life lesson that you learned from your mom, like, you know, as a youth, seeing her doing what she's doing and ensuring that both of you are okay, regardless of the situation? Mm-hmm.
You know, she said me go to church all them way there, and it's like she never usually go to church. So I mean, she always stay at the yard and cook until me come. She don't want to give me no breakfast until me done. So it's not like she sit down and tell me no lifelong thing. Me just see her and me know say my mother, and me and her grounds away. Me and her go a movie. She used to wrap me up and carry me go a movie. Triple bill on a Palace Theatre and Katy. You know, but yeah, my mother is my only. You know, them time I never know another woman but my mother. And then she started to carry me go to my granny. And that started to create a vibe now because my granny want me to stay with me, she, and my mother want me come back. My granny used to live at Jonestown. And that was my father, mother. And she used to go to market, sell a Coronation Market. I used to love go to Coronation Market with her because we get thrown up and down at the market free with other picnic. and we sleep on a Coronation Market until Saturday night. And then we come back home. So, you know, between my mother
and your
my
grandma.
grandmother, yeah. My grandmother now is a stern woman because she did have a whole heap of other, my cousin them round her. You know, even though she's really drink a whole heap of brandy, she has that send me go buy brandy and come back. I see some things where resonate with me up to them time, yeah. You know, certain things we should have done, how she cook, the different aspect of cooking and the different ways she go on in the house and the things that she say, is them things they fade out now, but it stick with you. Some things what she say stick with you, you know. She tell you her brother Nancy's story and, you know, brother Big Boy's story and all them way there, which wasn't clean stories. Big Boy's story wasn't clean stories, you know. But at them times there, my granny, she came and go to church with her, she come back, and then me take the bus, patty pan bus, go back to my mother. Weekend, me come up on my granny. And it's just my mother and my granny, you know, just them
Like
really,
that.
you know.
So Muta, when did you develop that level of consciousness as a youth, or that happened when you finished high school?
Well, all right, depends on what part of the youth you talk about, because when we used to go primary
Teenage
school,
years.
yeah, when we used to go primary school, just an ordinary youth to run up and down the road and I do bad things, you know, skull school, you know, go down a Victoria Pier, go dive up money. Because them days the tourists used to come there enough. And them throw the money in the water, we drive in the water and get the money and come up back. And we love to do that. So we skull school and go do that. We skull school and go to Bolo, a place named Bolo we used to call Foreshore Road. Now them call it Marcus Garvey Boulevard, where them used to have a canal there and a whole heap of fish used to night. And whole heap of Rasta used to live on the canal bank. Them call it Baka Wall. You know, go right back to where them now called Tivoli Garden. You know, so we didn't know all of them places there. And it's a place where, me don't know, me never like school. Me never like school. No, sir. Me never like school. Me skull school regular. Me remember one time I had some brethren skull school and go to Rockford Spring. A whole lot of people don't know Rockford Spring, but instead of you go on Rockford, you go straight up behind the flour mill. I will take off the clothes and a beard, and when we done one of the bridges, them can't find him clothes. Somebody thief him clothes and go with it, and him bar like what, but anyway, we help him still. Somebody take off them marine and all them with it and give him it with it, but no, me never like school. Me never like school at all. Right up to high school, me just pray for live Kingston Technical High School. But it's in Kingston Technical High School me start to get that conscious. Because
before we get to we have some breaking news. We understand, Muta, that London has fallen, so we're going to be hearing from Natalie Campbell real quick. Nats?
Good afternoon to our listeners. We are reporting that Queen Elizabeth II has died, and this has been announced by Buckingham Palace. According to BBC, Queen Elizabeth II, the UK's longest-serving monarch, has died at Balmoral, aged 96, after reigning for 70 years. Her family gathered at her Scottish estate after concerns grew about her health earlier Thursday. The Queen came to the throne in 1952 and witnessed enormous social change. And so we have the announcement from the BBC.
This is BBC News from London. Buckingham Palace has announced the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. In a statement, the palace said The Queen died peacefully at Balmoral this afternoon. The King and the Queen Consort will remain at Balmoral this evening and will return to London tomorrow. The death of Her Majesty brings to an end the longest reign in British history, spanning 8 decades of immense change. Throughout that time, Her Majesty was the one constant presence in public life, a head of state who personified stability and reassurance. Her life had been dedicated to the service of the people, and her reign was characterised by a steadfast sense of duty. Elizabeth was just 25 when she came to the throne in 1952 on the sudden death of her father, King George VI, as Britain was still recovering from the Second World War. She was sustained by her 73-year marriage to the late Prince Philip. Her strength and stay, as she once described him, was at her side for 3 major Jubilee celebrations. Elizabeth II was the most in history, the Queen of 15 nations, head of the Commonwealth of 54 countries and territories. Her Majesty's death brings the second Elizabethan age to a close and a long and momentous chapter in British life, a reign marked above all else by a sense of service to others, a reign unlike any other in the long history of Britain.
So as you have just heard in that report from the BBC, Queen Elizabeth II, the UK's longest-serving monarch, has died at Balmoral aged 96 after reigning for 70 years. Her family gathered at her Scottish estate after concerns grew about her health earlier today. The Queen came to the throne in 1952 and witnessed enormous social change. And with her death, according to the BBC, her eldest son, Charles, the former Prince of Wales, will lead the country in mourning as the new king and head of state for 14 Commonwealth realms. Back to you, Kishimo.
All right, thank you there, Natalie. Muta, any comments, your response to this news?
The response should
Any
go
comment?
on a long time. She did it, I mean, nobody can say she never served her time. She served her time still.
And some.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So now we
We're
were...
tell you about my school. Say, in a high school.
Kingston Technical. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's in a high school now. We start to develop this, what we call radical mindset. Mm-hmm. You have some teachers at my school. One of them named Marcus Garvey Jr. was the son of Marcus Garvey. And a man named Laxley Comrie, a Boys Town man. He was a Black Panther man. The man used to teach at school, and when we start to go amongst them, man, them start to introduce you to certain things. Because at the time, Malcolm X books and all the black book them did ban in Jamaica. And the man named Hugh Lawson Shearer and ban the book them. But we used to have them, like all the autobiography of Malcolm X. We used to take off the cover and put on a love story cover. One of them white love story cover upon it. So when we have it, nobody now going to know it's a banned book we have. And him used to go in my office, him have a little record player, and him play Message to the Grassroots by Malcolm X. And we hear Angela Davis, all of the Black Panther business. So we kind of get oriented to these people. And then him form a organization, the ANU. And, in them time, they have a whole heap of radicalism go on, like on Wildman Street, Success Club, a whole heap of like a political meeting, not with PNP and JLP, but you have radical right, left, right, and all these people used to. And we used to go down and go sit down and listen. And we start to organize certain things in our brethren. We organize school. We used to go up a university, go thief the paper them, the printing paper them, and print little books with them, and go down back to Vineyard Town and Nard Street, and show the little youth them and provide lunch to them and all them something there.
Wow.
And we go through.
You were
you know?
a teenager. You were a teenager
Yeah,
at this point, Muta.
school. We did at school. Yeah,
So
man.
so what was your mother aware of, your grandmother aware of the things that you were doing, and what was their response to
I'm going
to
to tell you
them
my mother.
teenage?
Oh, my mother. All right. Me go among some man, Ben Brood and Jingles and all them, man. Them have organization and them have a whole heap of black books up at Duane Park. And me did have some down in my yard, and my mother listen to the radio and hear say them raid the place up wait name there, up at Duane Park. Knowing say the book them I look for. Me did have some of my yard. My mother them out and go down James Street, go through them way. Because she say she don't want police come lock her up. So it's like that never determines still. Because we don't read the book them and thing already, and we're climatized to it. And then you have some youth in the school who used to cite Rastafari, you know, and we get introduced to 12 tribes of Israel, like organization, and we go scout out the 12 tribes, and we go join the 12 tribes. We are said fast, if you notice how we attack fast.
No, yeah, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So here it is. You're in high school, and you're getting all this rich knowledge that is not being taught in schools.
The school, no.
No. So by then, did you, as a teenager, just felt like school in itself was a joke based on the knowledge that you were getting outside of the formal setting?
No, me never think that school is a joke, you know. Me just not like school. It's not like me think it's a joke, you know, because there's most a reason why I go there. I'm glad somebody go still, but me never, you know, like when I learn English literature, you know what I mean, about, you know, snow and all them, something, that kind of, through me start to get climatized to the African black consciousness, I said, I don't have to learn all them something there. And I love to go a party. I used to go love to a party.
No
used to
way.
get enough detention. Yeah, you know what I mean, used to get detention because I did have a teacher where him don't like me, but him like my girlfriend.
Wow.
You know, see? And him give me the whole heap of maths problem them because him know say I have to go to them during the weekend. I mean not do them during the weekends. When I come back at school Monday, him realize what me never did them. I pure detention. You know. So yeah, but it's like that. Me just don't like school. Me glad when me left. Me glad 4 years. In a Kingston, oh gosh, my train don't know, man.
But you left, you know, you studied electronics.
Electronics,
so,
yeah.
Talk to us. Did you like that aspect of it, you know, like, and then did you do any jobs in that specific field?
You know why? Because we built a radio station in the school. Yeah, me and two brethren built a radio station in the school. That's how far we didn't know it. But it only could have beam around the area, you know, and then I could have played music, because from them time there, I love the music, I go to Ameritone, you know, I left school, I mean, seriously, on Wednesday night, I go to Ameritone, and stay at Ameritone, and when it bright up, I put on my uniform out of my bag and go back to school.
No.
Yeah, they were there. I was like that, you know. So, we love the music. Wilson Blake opened up to a whole heap of the music. And we started to collect the music. And my mother said, I love the music. And she got far and got to domestic work. And she sent music for me. And the music that she sent was really lovely. The first African music we have was a Hugh Massacre album named Promise of a Future. And I started to listen to that. And then I hear Miriam Makeba. And then when I start to get close to the African music, and then my mindset now start to turn to Rastafari. And that now start to get me away now. Till all my family them start to me I get mad. Yeah, them say me I get mad. But,
So that was the period now with the transition from Alan Hope to MUTABARUKA?
Yeah, well, because in a school I take the name MUTABARUKA. Yeah, I get the name from out a poetry book. From a Rwandan poet named Jean-Baptiste MUTABARUKA. And when I see the name Musabaruka, I say, wow, I love that name there, you know. It's years after I go to a university in Paris, and some Rwandan believe say I was from Rwanda. And when them see me and them say, where you from? I say, me from Jamaica, you know. And say, where you get the name Musabaruka from? I tell them, Them say, oh, Jean-Baptiste Musabaruka is a very great Rwandan poet. And them tell me the meaning of the name. And I say, wow, good name then. Yeah, one who is always victorious. Yeah, so from that school days, I'm MUTABARUKA. Yeah.
So when you are searching for yourself now, Muta, and you're finding
No, me never search myself, because I didn't find, me never look.
No,
me
not
never
searching for yourself, but you're searching and you're finding information and
Yes,
you're
information,
choosing your path. But here it is, your family, I think, say, boy, what is wrong with Alan? What's going on? How did that deter you from your quest of, finding knowledge, going in search of, and how did you deal with your family at that point?
No, because the influence of outside was more influential to me than what was happening inside. Because there was nothing that my mother was telling me at the time of going to school that would make me want to give up when I did learn in the book them when I did read and in the music them when I listen. Because I listen to Malcolm X, I listen to, I read Soul and Eyes, Franz Fanon, Richard of the Earth, and all them book there. So that was more influential to me. So it couldn't change me to my mother way. Because my mother, she loved European history, and a whole heap of things when I know about Europe is when I hear my mother talk about and when she read to me. But she said me go to church, and she never got to church yet. Me never see she got to church yet, and she said me go to church. And I said, but wait, what is this woman here? I said, oh, she said me go to church every Sunday, and she not go. And the other time she go to church at Easter. Christmas, yeah. So,
but you were well radical. I mean, you lived through a period of time in our history when it was dangerous to embrace Rastafari, and the Coral Gardens massacre is one of the many inhumane acts. How did these atrocities against Rastafarians impact your life as a youth?
All right. In 1963, I wasn't a Rasta. I started to cite Rasta in the early 70s when I was at school, right? 70, 69, 70, yeah. When me hear about Coral Gardens, as a matter of fact, we'll step back a little. When I started to come to Jamaica, I go down East Queen Street, right, and see the car pass. And them stand up on a wave and all them. Yeah. I hear some go to stadium and I run go to stadium. And we sit down in that stadium there and I watch the whole event and the whole heap of antics with the police rider them and all them something. And so that alone now cements certain things in my head again. Come here and say that little man here. But after I start sight Rasta, I realize but it's a dangerous thing to be a Rasta in Jamaica. Because I see them use buckle and cut out my bridge in locks. Buckle,
Wow.
I not talk about police, I not talk about police, I talk about ordinary Jamaican people who are say, see one of them there, see one of them there. So it was a stigma against Rastaman. I remember one time when I used to live at Spanish Town, we in a bus with a youth and a mother sit down in front of me and, I don't know why, but little youth, them love push out them hand out of the bus.
Through the window.
Like them a catch a breeze. Yeah. I'm sit down behind the woman, that time me just relax, And I hear the woman say, take in here before me make the Rasta man chop it off. I said, ratted.
Whoa.
This is a serious thing. One time I come from bush and me feel so good, say, me plant up a whole heap of things and me come at home. Me take a train from Montego Bay for come to Kingston and me end up in a Spanish Town. And I walk through Spanish Town with the bag of plant and thing. And I see a woman turn up with a whole heap of picnic, Me hear the woman, I say, you go inside, see a Rasta man come there. And I say,
wow.
Okay, this rough go face. And whole heap of time, I see picnic run from me. Lord, Rasta man, I go catch me, and all them something there. But here what though, it never deter me. It never deter me. That journey there, yeah.
I from going through your bio and talking to people in the circles, you at one point you went into the hills. Was this partially part of the reason why you took yourself out of the societal norms for retreat to the hills?
I couldn't take it. I see so much things. And when I see in Kingston, my brains can't function that way. I have to go experience the thing. So I go to bush. I take my family and go to bush. Sit down in a Potosi district for about 15 years. Me up there. Me and them. And we just trod that way there for years. And we experience. Because them time, you know, we give you all my poetry book them, you know. And my music and everything, you know. And I go up in a bush, go stay there. And that journey there was a great experience. That was a great experience. You know, that is who me is today. That ill thing is who me is today. Yeah, but it keep me focused on youth. That's what the youth them have to do, you know. You have to focus. Not on the wrong thing. But I guess at that time, people that say it's a wrong thing. You know,
they don't
like how we have to
understand
know
it.
youth them take a wrong thing. People that say, boy, Muta gone a little with the pitney them, and he make the pitney locks and all them. So people that say, Lord, look how your pitney look nice. Why you locks the pitney head? I say, me not do nothing to her head. I such a ban. When you come out the pitney head, you are do something to the head. You know? But we send them go to school. You know, we didn't have the bush, but we send them go to school. And the only reason why I left the hills is because I realize my little daughter get big, you know, and I don't want to stay up on the hill and have nothing to do and go get breed up by a little brother out there and they can't do nothing. So I decided I'm not going to leave the hill. So I leave the hill and come in a club in the Red Hills there. And we just do a different thing. Start to sell local food. Because I have to start to sell local food, you know.
Okay, like when you came back, but were you ever concerned for your family? Because the entire immediate family, you know, they are Rastafarians as well. And given the magnitude of what you would have witnessed, what you would have experienced, were you ever concerned any at all for them?
No, we focus. Yeah, we focus man now. It's a journey I take, you know. And that it's not the picnic them are attacking, you know. It's the Rasta man, them and the Rasta woman, them. You understand? My people, them grow up as Rasta youth. That's how we grow them up. We don't put no coma thing in them head. Them not eat no meat from them barn. None of we never eat no meat and all them way there. So, and we have a certain way. I never sit down actually and tell my people them about Rasta. But them see how we are live. Come and said that is really. How we are live is what them say. Every day. So me never really have to sit down and talk to my people and say, boy, you know, Selassie I said this and Selassie I said that and all that stuff. No, them know which part them parents there and them just follow and say what them parents are do. So that is really how we teach them. Because me never beat my people them. Me never beat my people them yet. And me say, me not think the people should have get beaten. But me know sometimes them do something and me look on them. Them know look there. You know, that look there. Okay. Yeah,
Muta,
so,
we're gonna go for a quick break and then we return. You know, it's cash pot time, but we soon come forward.
Precious moments we share, love life.
The time by Malta is...
It is now 12:59.
When me use Island Fresh with aloe vera, it make me skin feel so much smoother. So if you want to feel better and smell fresher, use Island Fresh with aloe vera.
Manufactured by Island Products, 934-0666.
The time is...
It is now 12:59. We're standing by. Listen up. Your top draw dollars. Pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, hot pick, and cash pot lunchtime draws up next.
Supreme Ventures Lottery Games. This could be your lucky day. Get your tickets out and let the games begin.
Good afternoon. It's Thursday, September 8th, 2022. I'm Sydney and welcome to this afternoon's live Supreme Ventures game draw. Now, before we begin, here's a quick look at our mid-morning winning numbers. Please remember, all live draws are being supervised by the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Commission and observed by the independent auditing firm PwC. Now, let's put some money in your top draw. This afternoon's jackpot is now $400,000. So here are the winning top draw numbers and good luck. And your first winning number for top draw is 22. Coming down next, we have the number 8. Now, what is coming after that? Let's see. It's 17. And following slowly but surely, we have number 11. Now, for $400,000, you're gonna need 12. And now let's pick your player with our dollars game. I do hope you're feeling lucky. Get those tickets out. Your first winning dollars number is coming down. And first up, we have lucky number 7. Following is the number 17. And the next in line is number 1. Now, what is coming after that? We have 25. And following 25 is number 15. And of course, we are already halfway there this afternoon with the number 2. Now, what is coming down next? It's number 34. And following 34, slowly but surely, is ball number 32. Next up, what's it gonna be? It's a solid 20. And coming down after that, we have the number 36. Now, next up is a solid 30, and we wrap things up in our dollars game with the number 14. Now for some easy winnings with our pick 2 game. Let's play. 2 number is 36. The second pick 2 number is 25. So once again, the winning pick 2 numbers are 36 and 25. Now up next, you can play it 3 ways. It's our pick 3 game. Here we go. The first winning pick 3 number is 0. The second pick 3 number is 3. And the third and final pick 3 number is 9. So once again, the winning pick 3 numbers are 0, 3, and 9. Now it's time to turn up your winnings, so get ready for pick 4. And the first winning pick 4 number is 0. The second pick 4 number, we have 7. The third pick 4 number, what will it be? 8. And the fourth and final pick 4 number, here it comes, is 3. So once again, the winning pick 4 numbers are 0, 7, 8, and the number 3. Now this one easy for win, so let's heat things up with hot pick. And the balls are bubbling up. Now this afternoon's winning hot pick number is 1. Congratulations to all hot pick winners. Again, the winning number is 1. And remember, now you can win $285 for every $10 winning cash pot bet. And Monster your winnings. Monster Ball is here until September 17. You can still win big up on your cash pot and money time money. So run go buy your Monster Ball tickets right now. Let's get ready to play our cash pot game for Thursday, September 8th, 2022. Now you live to play it, but can you win it? Get ready to be a big cash pot winner, and let's see what the winning cash pot number will be. Here we go. And this afternoon's winning cash pot number is 24. Congratulations to all cash pot winners. Again, the winning number is 24. Now let's mega your winnings. Good luck. And what color ball is it gonna be this afternoon? And a white ball has been selected. And now it's time for the monster winnings, so good luck once more. And here we go. What's it gonna be? Will it be red? It was a monster ball that has been selected. So remember to go mega and monster 6 times per day for cash pot for more chances to win. Again, the winning cash pot number is 24. The lucky mark is freshwater. And for mega, the white ball was selected for pick 3, pick 4 cash pot, and hot pick. And for monster, the monster ball was selected for cash pot. Now let's take a look at this afternoon's winning numbers, and again, congratulations to everyone who won. Do join us again at 3 p.m. for more games you love to play. I'm Sydney. Have a supreme afternoon.
Hope you were a big winner. Play your favorite Supreme Ventures games every day and tune in for our live draw 6 times a day at 8:30 a.m., 10:30 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m., and 8:25 p.m. on this station. Supreme Ventures, making winners every day.
That was the lunchtime top draw dollars, pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, hot pick, and cash pot draws. Congratulations to all of today's winners. Join us again at 3 p.m. for another chance to win in hot pick and cash pot special pot draws. Now, if you're just joining us, we are in the middle of Road to Success, the journey, and we're journeying with none other than Mutabaruka, the Great.
I will want to step back. step back little to the hills when we used to in the hills. Now, you know, me never like school because after a while I realized, but me now got to do them things when I left school. When them tell me about, so here what me do now. You see all of the book them when I could have find, like the autobiography of Malcolm, the philosophy and opinions. Me have them in the hills I read, you know. Because them like when I work, you know, when I come out of the hill, you know. All months with up there I come out, you know. And me I read and me read Lapsang Rampa, me Buddhism, Taoism, Confucianism. I mean, you name it. We read so adamantly that it's like we are arm ourselves. And we realize that it was a road we are traveling, it's a journey we are going on. You know, the journey now to which power we reach was because we did see it fit for educate ourselves in the classroom. And I think that is really the problem right now where we're having in the society, that man have a focus, but what him focusing on is the now and not what will happen later on. And me, so when me did that do then, I help me now. Because if the things them where you are call me, after the things them where you are call me, the this and this and that, it's because of me taking a step for really educate myself and push myself out there, that me can say, anytime somebody says something to me, this is when me can answer them. Anytime religion come to me, this is when me can say, and them things that. So it's a matter of a tradition. You're treading to a level. And this is where it reached. It reached that, so yes.
No, outcry in 1973, 1981, the first poems, the mega hit Every Time I Hear the Sound, released in 1982, your debut album Check It, released in 1983. You had the ears of the literary community locally and internationally. Did you realize then, Muta, that your artistic expression was creating a revolution?
No, because I did that right for vent my feelings. I never did that right to say, it a go up on big stage. Oh, me go up on big stage. Me I do a little thing along a New Kingston there. And Martimo Plano, in the function, and me do a poem name every time I hear the sound. And China them who did play with Jimmy Cliff. Jimmy Cliff did do a big concert on a summertime. And them say, Plano, I tell him, say, make him come down and come do a thing, man. I'm going to go down there, I'm going to do every time I hear the sound. And that propelled me into a recording artist. Because after I do that show, China called me from, and tell me, I must come to town, come record it. Because them days I never used to live at town. I'm going to go down to him shop down at King Street, and we'll get some musician, and we'll record the poem. And then it become one of the first poetry dub poem ever enter the top chart, the music chart, the pop chart. And then we make an album, Check It. And the Check It album was recognized at the time as one of the best reggae albums. You know, it's a blues label signed with named Alligator in Chicago. And we're going to do the first tour. As a matter of fact, we do Sunsplash. After we do Jimmy Cliff show, we do the Sunsplash. And then me and Jimmy Cliff go to Cuba. The first time I left Jamaica, we go to Cuba. And then we end up on Sunsplash, and somebody in the audience, they're going to keep a big festival in Los Angeles, UCLA, and then we invite all the big artists them where you can think on the show there. And when we done the show, all of the people them who is reporters and this and that want to come in, because we go up on the stage without shirt and with a chain for our hand and a big backdrop with Africa and the American flag and the British flag in a fire upon it. And we barefoot. I'm standing up on the stage and I say, it's not good for staying in a white man country too long when I'm a poem them. It freak out white people. They never hear nothing like that. They never hear no Jamaican artist come here in America with chain upon him, white chain at that, you know. I put on a white chain upon my hand. No shirt, just like a slave cut off short pants, like me I want slave. And me I tell them, say, it's no good, the system is a fraud, it's no good. And that lead me to go tour the whole of America. And that is how I start to become a reggae artist. And I start to realize, but wait, I can't just say the poem, so I have to talk on the stage too. And the talking on the stage, catch the people them. Because when me that say them never hear it say so. They never hear how it's, artists come and I say them things there on stage. And I guess that is what happened to IRA FM too. Because we never come to IRA for talk. And we turn the program into talking. Because it's a reggae station, we're not supposed to play pure reggae. And I can't sit down for hours and I play pure reggae after. I have things to say. So I just say, yeah, I just talk. And now the talking become more wanted than the music we play. So.
But interestingly, like you mentioned that, Muta, because here it is, we're hearing how radical you are, and you're always going to speak your mind and stand up for justice and equality. But we understand that radio and television, these are spaces as it relates to serious censorship. How were you able to maneuver those spaces irrespective of the red tape?
Well, you know, who don't like it, them cancel away. And who, like, me remember when we just come at IRFM and we attack certain things.
1994.
People used to call, 92. People used to call me Sir Young.
92.
And say, where you get that boy up on the radio? I remember one Sunday, I think it was Anjagan, Africa, I say, watch out. I better have a picture of Bob Marley upon the wall than Jesus. Rotted. All them wife ex. And Mr. Young, I said, you know, no business with that, man. Look, man, the way I do, man, as long as you don't put no hole in my pocket. Well, from them time until now, I never put a hole in Mr. Young pocket yet. You know, see? And we understand the broadcasting this and the broadcasting that. And sometimes some things get away from you, like the music. But when me attack, we make sure it don't get away from me. You know, and we survive, and it help a whole heap of ones. A whole heap of ones, them parents used to ban them from listening to MUTABARUKA upon the radio, because them say, a wad madman, I walk up and down barefoot. You know, see it? Yet still them youth, they know their university, and a whole heap of time when you hear me going away, and them youth, they send for me, because them hear the professor them in them university, that say the same thing, with a little barefoot, dirty rasta that say, down at Jamaica.
But you know, like when I look at it, Muta, whether it's radio or television, I feel like you have managed to break that language barrier just by being your authentic self. Was it something that you had to fight for initially to say, you know, just bring?
No.
Okay.
No, but I no different speaking from when I talk to you, Kechima. When I do that, I can't keep up that. I can't say, hey man, here we go again. Brand new music coming from this and this. And that. No, so I can't. Yo, a brand new tune, so I just get it. You know, I can't. That is not me. That is not on my road. You know, me. You know, people say, them Muta, you go a foreign barefoot, and say, follow me, and you will see. You know, so it's not like, you know, we pretend or a show nothing. It's a tradition. Rastafari grab way. And we now come out of that. You know, see, not care what, because we say what Rastafari has done for I, by saying Rastafari have a certain kind of mindset, and I realize that mindset is what is carrying I through. I don't know if you're next one. I know, say, from I say Rastafari till now, it moved me from one level to the next level, and it's not static. We keep moving, and we keep understanding things on a different level based upon information where we get. And we present that information in our thinking and say, that is justifiable. So we just go through with that, you know.
You know, listening to your story, you know, from school days, you were lucky to be associated with the right company that helped you to maximize your mind, you know, to learn and to read, and from then, you know, you've gotten into poetry, you get the big stage, and each opportunity you get is like a world stage where you're sharing with a vast crowd, you know, a whole heap of people at once. Mutabaruka for many is a teacher, a mentor, and an inspiration. But who are some of the greats that helped you along your way and also helped to shape your belief system?
Well, the first book was Malcolm X, autobiography, in a school. First book, autobiography of Malcolm X. And then we're going to read the philosophy and opinions of Marcus Garvey. And then we're going to find Amy Jakes Garvey. She never influenced you, but we go amongst her and hear her reasoning them as Marcus Garvey's wife, you know. Going on, it's mostly people when I read influence me and inspire me rather than people when I meet. Right now, in my life as it is now, Jackie is a great inspiration to I personally. I'm two daughter them really. When I used to write my poetry them first, it's my daughter them inspire a whole heap of them even though them don't know it. But me and Jackie sit down inside us now. We argue, we share this and that and thing, and come to conclusion about certain thing, and it helps. Sometimes she produce a show and we don't even know she produce Cutting Edge. Yeah, because something what you say, me say, and sometimes I deny it when she talk it, you know, and then I say, all right, you know, say, when me look back in it, I have to take the road there. You know, so me just come on the radio. Sometimes you hear me I say some things that she attack. You know, with my mouth.
But, you know, poetry, music, university lecturers, radio, television host, you have done so much. And, you know, and it's a whole heap. Sankofa, one of your biggest movies to date, you know. How are you able, though, Muta, to find like this delicate balance in being involved in so much and doing so much without compromising who you are?
Because everything when we do is related to the same thing when we do. Everything. It's not like me I do this today and then go do that tomorrow. No. So when we write a poem, it will relate to the consciousness when I try to bring across. When we read the poem on stage, when we come on the Cutting Edge, it's Mutabaruka that the poets same way who have certain philosophical ideas. When we go act in the movie, it's me said one, act a bad slave that start a rebellion on a plantation. So it's not like say, I'm going to do this today, and then tomorrow I act with a man like a man in a suit. Because I don't wear a suit. I have nothing like that in my closet. You understand? So it's not like today now, you're going to hear me a star in a one movie where, you know much man ask me about star in a movie a bad dread. I say, Bridget, go look at that man for that, Bridget. I know that. Man ask me about my skin over, but I'm going to show me a fire gun after man. I say, no, I know that, you know. If me have fire gun, I know me have a fire gun too after. So nobody come out and act no movie them really. A whole heap of time people come to me about movie. And I say, no, man like you, you know, Muta. You're supposed to see that movie, you know. I say, what kind of movie? Yeah, man, I want to show say Rasta fire gun too, you know. I say, you better go and mobile with that.
No, Muta, something I want to ask you. The system that bashed and looked down on Rastafarians for years, in 2016, gave you Jamaica's 6th highest honor, the Order of Distinction Commander Class, for your contribution to the culture. What's the significance of this acknowledgement, and does it represent change for you, in your opinion?
No, you want to know. As some of my sisters and brethren put my name up there, you know. And when I analyze, I sit down with my wife and she say, you know, go take it, you know. I say, but me not go up, look about, you know, no governor general. She said, she will go. So it's not like it make a difference in my life. You know, so if you say, why you get an OD and them here, there's like, at first, I said, no. But after reasoning, I realized, why if I was the prime minister, I'm not going to do it, you know. And I realize it's who do it. You know, see, it's who is the ones them who say, Mutabaruka deserve that. So I just say, all right, I could work with it. You know, see. Because to me, the IRFM award is more important to me because it's 30 years me spend there. And one just come up and say, yeah, him deserve it. You know, say, I mean, know when I want say in a reference, say, Muta deserve that. They mean that. You know, see, my friend them who say him deserve all these because them in the line of fire to make that happen. I mean, just say yes, you know, that's how it go.
Now, from Stanford University to the Merritt College in California, you have taught in universities internationally.
You used to go to the place there.
Overseas. No, you've taught in these universities overseas.
Click data too.
Right? No, would it
Stanford University.
Would you be open, Muta, to teach the philosophies of Marcus Garvey in Jamaican schools, high schools?
Look here, I have been doing that for almost years on the radio now, and I is the one who suggests the teacher them in Jamaica don't know nothing about Marcus Garvey. Them need to get some people outside of the teaching faculty for going to the school, pay them for teach Marcus Garvey. There's a whole heap of ones outside of the teaching thing can teach Marcus Garvey philosophy. I would be up to that because I have been doing it. I will go all over the world and talk certain things, you know, see. I end up at Yale University. And I say, Yale University, yeah, master's tea, gather around all the professors them, and I sit down and I share philosophy and them. Some say, right, look there, that is a journey in itself. It's a journey in itself, sister, may I tell you.
And you know, you are such a gem and great man in our time. No, Muta, you don't understand it, you know. Like gem. You have seriously, you have been teaching and continue to teach many people internationally, locally, every single day you come on. You know, you have, for me personally, you have basically encouraged and shown me how it is to just be
a poet.
And I thank you for that. I absolutely thank you for that, you know, like putting me out there to share the reasoning. But, you know, as a father and a grandfather, you know, what do you great granddad, what do you say to your family? What do you say to the younger ones as it relates to the world? And you know, things and times are different, and like you said, for your yes,
it's not what you say, you know, it's how them see what you do. And as I said before, you know, my children, them I never sit down and teach them nothing about Rasta. See, them mother not sit down and teach them nothing about Rasta. But them see how we live and what we do. And then that is how them develop themselves. Just like my daughter, son, and obviously my daughter, son, doing the same thing. No, I don't know what part I them going to go jump off, you know. Because obviously them could have grew up one time and say, boy, this is not for me again, me gone so. Because that happened all a while. But as it is at this moment in time, all the people them that come in contact with me have seen something, not something when me say, something that them can say, yeah, you know. When I hear my daughter turn up and say, it's one thing with daddy and them focus. Focus is the greatest thing, man. Focus and just know exactly what you achieve. What am I trying to achieve? I'm trying to make people understand the predicament where African people in and how really them can help themselves with it. That is why we talk so much. You understand? So that is really my journey. When people say, boy, Muta, you talk so much and you forgot to do something. I say, talk in a whole heap of something. Nobody can come tell me now, say, boy, I just attack. Yes, the pen is mightier than the sword. Many men who start war never go up on the battlefield. Them create the ambience or create the condition for the battle and for the people, their mindset. Them call it the art of war.
No, Muta, I know recently you made a comment as it relates to the state of the music, and specifically you spoke to trap music. In your professional opinion, and what do you think can be done at this stage? Because you do have persons who are of the belief that music is just art and try to shy away from the reality that it has deep and great influence. Yes. What do you say to those persons who are still hiding behind music is an art point?
Well, them have to look back and say, how them get into the business, the music business. If it's them start the music business, that them could have just create the music business, And then when you realize, you get at the music business, you're going to realize, but you was influenced.
Mm-hmm.
See it? So that is a no-brainer immediately. Just think to yourself, who inspire you to come do what you are doing now? And you realize there was somebody there before you that inspire you. See it? All you do is reconstruct what you did already and create another level of thinking. So you have to just understand that. Because Vibes Cartel tell you who inspire him. You understand? And all of them come up on stage and say, boy, sir, this one inspire me. It's like poetry. Me write the poetry them. Me know the poetry them right across here and say, boy, Muta, you inspire me, and who inspire me? People who inspire me is like the last poets, Sonia Sanchez, all these poets when me used to read when me a little picnic. Not little picnic, but going to school.
Mm-hmm.
Me used to read them poets there. The same man who me get my name from, them inspire me. That me I'll take one of them name. So it's not like say art. No, art is a reflection of conditions and people mind. See it, and that is really where you have to know and understand that. It's foolish. It's for youth come say music now influence nobody. It's stupidness, rubbish, stupid rubbish. Yeah.
And look at that. We are on the button. Some 3 minutes remaining, but I have to ask you, the Grammys, they have included a spoken word album as part of a new category.
A long time them do that, man. Remember Bill, what's your name? Clinton did win it one time. What's your name? Bill Clinton wife.
Well, no, what they have done now is to have it separated where you have spoken word and you have readings. So they have like different categories. You have the spoken word without music.
That's what
right. So right. So now they have audiobooks, narration, storytelling, and then there is spoken word by itself. Is this a great opportunity for, say, for the Jamaican poetry community?
Yeah, but I don't know if I are going to involved in that. Because I just do my poetry, them said we. I not do it for taillight to nothing. I not tailor myself to nothing. See, I mean, another one can't do it if him say that is him focus still. But I can't tailor my poetry them here right now. My poetry them come from where I think and where I understand things to be. So I don't know about that part right. If a guy wants to see it and say yes, but I'm not going to studio write poem. Say, so I'm not going to win the Grammy with that poem. Joke business.
And finally, Muta, what advice would you give to a poet out there, or just people in general? They're on their road to success, they're on their journey, and it's hard, it's challenging, and they're not as strong or militant as a Musabaruka.
Well, it's true, me not create things, and I know the things they did before me say it. Me I got say something where a man will inspire me. They say, Marcus Garvey say, if you have no confidence in yourself, you are twice defeated in the race of life. But with confidence, you have won even before you have started. Marcus Garvey.
Wow. Musabaruka, thank you so much.
For sharing.
Light up today. This was awesome.
I don't know so much light like your face.
Look here.
Oh, that light like your room, I can't it.
Look here, no, this is really important to me, and I'm really grateful and appreciative that you took the time out to share your journey. Like, you have inspired and influenced me in so many ways, and to be able, exactly, and it is facts. So to be here. To be here and, have this conversation with you and hearing you share some aspects, because we couldn't touch everything.
I tell you, that's why I talk so fast. People are going to say, oh, Muta talk so fast. like him upon, BPM 10.
But I truly appreciate it, and continue being yourself, continue to inspire, and you wake up every day and you do this selflessly. And on behalf of the people, we appreciate you.
Some people.
All the ones them who act, we appreciate
All right, Mama.
you.
Give thanks here.
Thank you so much.
You look nice in your house. I house that.
Yes, Muta.
They don't mean no furniture.
So it's a virtual connection, Muta. I can't say how I don't see any furniture.
Come like you know up there long enough to get no furniture.
You're too bad.
Of course.
But Muta is awesome, man.
Yeah, I will.
Better must come, 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 better must come.
Order.
Reggae.
Now my court is in session. Will you please stand? First, allow me to introduce myself.
And the messages are flowing in for the great Musabaruka.
Some people call me Judge Better Must Come.
This one says, big up to Musabaruka all the way and all the IRFM listeners. Jamaica enjoyed your reasoning. It's Ricardo Portius. Crazy Glue from Hartford, Portland, said Muta, powerful and talented. He is a spiritual warrior. When him talk Babylon Bex. Martha the Barber in August.